Hi, Sophia. It's really good to catch up with you again. How are you?
I'm fine, Andrew. Great to see you again.
We're in the third year of the Mars Big Idea Ventures Pet Care Challenge. And given that you were one of the first kind of winners of that process, was it last year or the year before?
Last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
So last year we went through, I think we ended up getting like 200 companies or so. You were one of those. And eventually Mars and Givaudan and Beulah, etc., went through all of those applications along with Big Idea Ventures, and we went from 200 to 50 to 25 to, and eventually you were one of the final 3 companies that everyone thought was the best, and you guys won it, which is brilliant.
It was, yeah. I was really, pleased with the news. Very excited with the opportunity to work with those giants and the validation of being selected amongst almost 200 companies. That was huge for us last year.
Why don't you tell us about who you are and what your company is and does, and what's been happening to you since you were part of the challenge?
So I'm Sofia, the founder and CEO of Alpro Advantage. What we're doing is creating the next generation of pet food. So the program was really aligned with our mission. We do that by doing 2 things right now. So we're developing new ingredients that close gaps in ingredients that are commercially available right now, that need to provide essential nutrients for pets. So we're essentially looking at all the nutrients that pets need, and then looking for those gaps in terms of plant-based ingredients or microalgae ingredients or fungi-based ingredients, and then seeing, okay, which nutrients are not available right now from those sources and how do we get them. And so that led us to a microalgae ingredient that we're developing that is a source of taurine and arachidonic acid. Most people don't know about these nutrients, but they're essential for pets. They're essential in aquaculture feed for carnivore fish, and they're also essential in infant formula. So these are not super well known, but these nutrients have applications in broad feed and food markets. And the other thing that we've been doing is, in order to commercialize our ingredients in the future, we've created consumer brand of pet food with alternative protein. So we have products in the market right now. We're in about over 260 stores across Canada, and yeah, so it's been great to be part of the program. We've been collaborating with Mars to understand how our ingredient can support future formulas in their products. So that has been really important for us, both validation that the nutrients that we're pursuing with our ingredients are important for the largest pet food company in the world. And secondly, we've learned from Mars about what is important from them in the ingredient and all the quality and the steps that we need to take for them to evaluate our ingredient as a future ingredient in their formula. So it's been really valuable to be part of this program for us.
Did you come into the challenge with expectations in terms of what you were hoping to get out of it?
Usually I'm hoping to learn from people that have more experience, more expertise in certain areas. I didn't know much about the program when I applied, but as the selection process was happening, I think we had 2 or maybe 3 rounds with R&D teams, with maybe venture teams, and so that kind of gave me the sense that it was a serious program. Like, you can tell from the selection process that there is this strictness about it, and so that made me really excited about the possibility. Like, when we got to the second round, I was like, oh gosh, so maybe we'll get these.
I wonder, did you have any either questions or potential concerns about IP protection, and like if you start working with a company that they're not going to respect your the boundaries of your IP and so on, or did that never really come up, or was that something in the back of your mind that you kind of wanted to protect against, or etc.?
It wasn't a huge concern in this program for me, because I know like someone like Mars would be our best customer. So I didn't see them as competitors or a company that would take ownership of our IP or like interest in our IP. I saw them really as potential customers, and the opportunity to create a relationship with them and learn from them. We also had, NDAs and kind of IP protection in the process of when we were selected, and yeah, that made me comfortable.
So far, has it been worth the effort?
100%. Yes. Yeah. It has been worth the effort, like both internally. I think we've learned so much from all the partners, and even like, as I said, validation that what we're building is relevant to the industry. That's been a signal for us, but also for others outside that are not as familiar with the pet food industry or what the future of pet food could look like. Just having, as I said, the largest company validating what we're proposing in a way has created a lot of external interest as well. So that's been definitely worth the effort.
Given you've been kind enough to talk to us today, if there's someone listening out there or watching this, what kind of partnerships, relationships, etc., are you looking for the company?
Yeah, so we're now really looking to do, I think, two things. The first one is kind of scale up our process. So expertise in, process scale up. So we're developing an illuminated fermentation platform to grow these microalgae. So using light and low cost inputs like glucose or glycerol. So fermentation, expertise about that kind of process and would be great. And then we're also trying to find more partners, potential customers that are interested in incorporating natural, scalable, more reliable sources of taurine and arachidonic acid. And so that, as I mentioned earlier, could be pet food companies or aquaculture feed or infant nutrition, as these nutrients are needed in all of these markets or functional foods. So we're really trying to learn more about the potential applications of our ingredient.
Given the two ingredients that you're focused on, are they the first two? Are you intending at some point in the future to take your sort of technology and know-how into additional ingredient areas, or are you very much focusing on those two for the next 2, 3, 4 years or so?
Yeah, for the next 2 to 4 years, we're definitely focusing on these two nutrients. But we see opportunities in definitely other essential nutrients that are overlooked that currently rely on animal and petroleum sources. And we know those two have become extremely volatile. We know, we need to find alternative sources. And there are a lot of folks looking at protein, which is great and is very important. And so our focus is really on other essential nutrients that are needed for feed and food applications.
Perfect. Okay, so if people want to connect with you, find out about you, they can go to altproadvantage.ca.
Yes, that's right. Though I'll say that the website is more consumer facing, so it's that website really is all about the products that we have available in the market right now. So if people want to connect with me, I think LinkedIn would be a good option to start the conversation. We're in the process of creating a new website for our ingredient platform, but that's still in process.
Is there anything I should have sort of asked you, or we should have discussed, either about you guys or about your mission or about the Mars program? Anything we missed out that people should know about?
So I think I would just really recommend people applying to the program. I think the opportunities to connect with all the companies, it's so valuable. I don't think you have that level of access to these big companies, in the same room, all of these experts to support you, and really excited about the innovation and the future of pet food. I think it's such a huge opportunity if you get in the door.
And we flew you out to Singapore.
Oh yeah, yes.
And you went along to the SIAW conference in Asia, which had a lot of different companies along. Did you meet anyone there that was helpful or useful beyond the people that participated in the program?
Yes, I met a lot of connections, both like everything from, process development, maybe companies with expertise in process fermentation, all the way to, potential customers too, as well as, connections in the Singaporean industry, which, it's one of the leaders in novel ingredients. So that was a good opportunity. I actually went back earlier this year. So we're trying to export some of our products to some Asian markets, and we are connected with the High Commissioner of Canada, like the Trade Commissioner, supporting us in Singapore as well. So that's also why I went back and may go back.
I want to thank you for your time, Sofia. And again, if anyone wants to connect with Sofia, you can do so via LinkedIn. So Sofia Bonilla, also altproadvantage.ca on the consumer side. And hope to see you if you decide to come to the SIA conference in Singapore in October. They've moved it from November to October. So
it's a bit earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit earlier. Exactly right. Anything else, Sofia? Have we covered everything?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. I really do appreciate it. And we didn't script anything, so you weren't giving us the answers
No.
we needed you to tell us, but you gave us great answers anyway. So thank you.
Yeah, please edit.
All right.